I want to talk energy finally, because of course you're a former energy secretary, and the West is in energy minister, of course, and the West is in a crisis. This is a full-blown crisis, and we clearly made a hell of a lot of mistakes. Now, one area I think that we can agree on is the need to get fracking, and get fracking quickly. You know, I've said on this show, we need to frack. Why all of the reluctance from your colleagues? What's Kwasi Kwarteng doing? What's Michael Gove doing? How don't they understand this?
So, I mean, I am a big fan of, we call it shale gas extraction, because fracking somehow sounds like something you wouldn't do at home.
Are you worried about saying it? Yes.
Yeah, it's just like, Anyway, so I'm a big fan of it, and I think the regulations were set too narrowly. And so if we are to start shale gas extraction, then we would need to change the regulations, particularly on tremors, which were set very, very, like the slamming of a door. I mean, so unbelievably low. So, however, on the other side of the coin, I also believe in community permission. So I think it would be very important that communities would actually be offered free gas.
Yeah, but a lot of the anti-fracking campaigns, which let's be honest, were the things that made the community uncomfortable, funded by the Russians.
No, I'm not sure about that, actually. I mean, if you're telling me that's a fact, then I'll have to believe you on the face of it. But no, I think that actually where
they didn't want us to frack for obvious reasons.
Well, I don't know about that, actually. I think where the evidence came from was from the United States, because landowners own the resources under the land. In here, it's owned by the Crown Estate. So the planning permissions are different, and therefore the regulations are different. Here we set very tight restrictions, but nevertheless, all of the sort of anti-evidence was coming from the States at a time when the States was a bit Wild West about shale gas extraction, and there were some sort of bad errors made.
What's you're obviously very looped into this. What's going to happen when this energy statement is introduced? Is fracking going to be back on the table?
I mean, I would hope that certainly the government would look kindly on communities who want to, in return for free gas, enjoy shale gas extraction. It's not nearly as big an imposition as they say. On the other hand, I'd also like to see communities who want wind turbines in their community in return for renewable energy to be able to do that. But really importantly, I just want to get this point in, is reducing demand. We've got to take more steps to help people with insulating their homes, with smart meters, being able to put the washing on at a time when electricity is cheap, for example. So actually reducing energy demand is one way of really reducing bills. And that actually would be the very quickest way to get people's energy bills down.
Former Business Secretary Andrea Leadsom, thank you so much for being here tonight.